I get a lot of questions about what kind of art materials do I take with me when I go out and about. Well, usually I take this rucksack, this backpack, and I'll show you inside what's in here. Okay, first we got all the junk from my bag. So, like my sunglasses, lip balm, nuts, earplugs, everything I just don't need. Then we get to the back and all the contents that do matter, all the art supplies. First of all, I have this insert in my bag, and this insert is just there because I can take it out easily and put it in there easily if I need to bring another bag. But to be honest, I only use this one. And there used to be a lot less in there, but when your bag is getting bigger, you tend to put more stuff in there. First of all, I got my sketchbooks in here, and these sketchbooks both have their own theme. I'll talk about this one later. And this one, it's my junk journal. Everything goes in here. So it's from watercolors to collage to abstract, in drawing in a museum, mindful art, everything goes in here. But if you want to put everything in here, you need to bring everything. Well, first of all, I always bring, well, that's not actually in this art bag because that's separate, this one. And this pen case is really handy because I can put it up straight, open it up, and put this down if I want to. And it just standing here and I can grab the stuff that I need. There's more in here than needs to be. I love to have some markers in here because they're quick and easy when I do some sketching and I want to have color and I don't want to paint right away. So that's why I have those in here. A few essentials in here are, well, you could also use this one, and I have two, are those paintbrushes. Why? Because there's water in them, so you don't need to bring extra water. Yes, I do have some extra water. For example, this one to spritz my watercolors. But then I don't need an extra cup that I have to put down somewhere. And will I need it then or use it then? No, this is quick and easy. I just grab my watercolors, and now I have just a small pack, but sometimes I have a larger tin. Well, I really shook up this bag. Well, they're now all upside down, but usually they're really nicely put in here. And I can just go grab something, either do this or spritz with some water first, and then immediately start painting. So yes, these are essential for me. So I got my sketchbook, my watercolors, water brushes, some markers, but I also bring some archival pens. I need these archival pens because I'd like to draw with these. I'd rather draw with these than, for example, with my pencil, which is essential too, because you cannot erase anything and it's just there like it is. But when I put watercolor or markers on it, they will smudge, and I don't like them to smudge. So that's why I use archival ones, and I have different sizes, like the one that's really thin lines and the 5 that's like a bit of thicker lines. So those are essential for me as well. And yes, I always like to have a splash of neon and a splash of gold. So that's why I have this gold marker and this one. And actually this really cheap one. I use better brands when I use my art at home for my artwork. But when I'm just out and about and in my sketchbook, I don't mind using those cheap markers every now and then. So those are a few of my essentials. But you saw me having that bag. I like to have some crayons too, and I have these crayons. Let's put this aside. These crayons, you might know them. They're Caran d'Ache Neo Color, and these are water soluble. So I can draw with them. Oh, I have a scrap piece of paper here. I can draw with them, but I can also use them as watercolor. So this is why I definitely like to use my Neo Color 2s. But sometimes they can, like, if you have a sketchbook and you put your crayon on there and you draw on there and you do this, they smudge on the next page. And of course I can put like different slides of sheets of paper in between. I don't like it. And I don't mind if it's smudged every now and then, but usually I don't really like it. So sometimes I just want a crayon because it's a crayon, not because it can be diluted with water. So what I do then, I don't use Neo Color 2, I use the Neo Color 1 because they are wax crayons and they're water resistant, but they're not like, for example, the oil pastels that you can, they're like thick and dirty and they will transfer on your next page or your finger. They won't. They're really nice and creamy. They take a little bit of practice to know how to use them if you're used to oil pastel or if you're used to the Neo Color 2s, but I actually love them. And yes, I do have, this is not the set that comes in this tin. Those are these colors because since I have multiple colors, I just choose the ones that I'll probably use most on the go. And yes, I do use the small ones too because I love the small ones. You can use every tiny bit of them. But when I'm working layers, sometimes I love it to have, oh, again, it's Caran d'Ache. They should sponsor me. This is not sponsored at all, but yes, I should have been sponsored. I've used loads of their stuff, apparently. But in here, it's not only Caran d'Ache. This is Caran d'Ache. This is a luminance pencil, but I also use like the Derwent Intense. This is more like the watercolor kind. Well, no, not watercolor, but this water soluble. It dries up as ink. But oh, in here I have different kind of pencils. I like to make layers on top of the watercolor. Of course, neon pink. But I also have this one because it's just Stabilo all can do is, like it says, it can do it all. It is water soluble as well. Make lovely sketches with them, make lovely shades with them. So, and I can draw with this not only on paper, but on everything. So yes, that's why I have this in here too. But again, this is too much. You don't need this much to take with you on the go, but since there's space, I like to put more in there if I can. I used to go just with one sketchbook, one pencil case, and I had pencils in here, I had microns in there. This one, oh, water brush in there, maybe 2-3 colors of these brushes, but that's it. You don't need as much as I do use now. But you just saw me have another sketchbook in here. That's just because I love to work with scraps, and yeah, scraps are easy to use wherever you go. And well, not really when it's windy. When you're outside, you probably want to use watercolor, but still I want to use scraps. So I put some scraps in my bag just for this summer because I just wanted to try it out and see if it worked. Well, it did work. Didn't do that too many, but see, I made some landscapes in different shapes, sizes, but I didn't go really far in this sketchbook. Maybe I did in the other one. But then I need some stuff to take with me. Of course, I use the scraps from wherever I go, from menus or brochures, and then I have to tear them, cut them, and glue them. And sometimes I even tape them. Not really all the collage stuff. I usually use this for the mindful art more to make the grids, but I'll use it for this too. But I found something that I love to take with me, to take my scraps with me, and I'll show you. This is amazing. Well, you could use this at home too, but I have this because scraps can get messy. Well, not messy if you want to glue them down, but you can have too many and you don't have any overview of what you have. And that's why I bought this one. This is just on Amazon. It's brilliant. Let me open it. A lot of scraps can go in here. And you can actually sort them by color. Well, actually, I sorted them by color. You can categorize them any way you want to, but I have the greens, I have the blues, and see, this is just scrap papers from old projects, and they just go in here. But I also put like neutrals in here. Let me see, I have these are really neutral because these are just book pages. This is some art from somebody else. I'm not going to copy it, but I can like cut things out or just tear it up. This packaging paper from a museum. So it's all in here. I actually have a piece of old maps. Anything goes, but it's all sorted by color. But you could also sort it by, let's say, tissue paper, packaging paper, book paper, whatever you like. And this way it makes it really handy if I would like say, I want to make a collage with some grass and I want to give it maybe a river or give it a light blue sky. Let me see, whoop. And all the colors are there. So that's why I love this thing, and it looks a lot, but when I press it down, oh, I love it. So yes, I do take a lot with me. Let me see, do I have anything else? Yes, of course, I have money, I have baby wipes. Ugh, I have too much in my bag. I should clean it out. But yes, sketchbook, take them wherever you go, because if you have to wait in a restaurant or maybe when your daughter is having her swimming lessons or something, you can always get your sketchbook, get your pen and start drawing and just have some fun. Creativity is just around the corner. If you have just 5 minutes, just up and go. And you know what? Nobody finds you weird when you do it. Everybody loves it when you do it. Sometimes they come and look, and sometimes they're just like looking at the corner of the eye and saying, oh, I wish I had a hobby like that. I wish I could do it. Oh, it gives me so much peace. And yes, it does give me so much peace, especially when I'm sitting there and I want some peace and quiet. I take my earplugs, start drawing, and I'm in my own bubble. I don't get overexcited, overstimulated by my surroundings. It's just some me time. And why should we do just a me time at home if we can do it on the go as well? If I have to grab my bare essentials, I would just say sketchbook, pen, brush. Well, yeah, I'll take this one too because I love them. Maybe take something to draw with color. It could also be watercolor. And this is just a pencil. And I think these are your bare essentials. So you don't need to put as much in your drawing bag or art supply case. If you have this, well, I'll take this one with me too. My earplugs, then you're all set to go. If you like this video, if you liked all the tips, tricks, everything that I showed you in this video, please like this video or follow me so you can get even more inspiration from other videos. And I like to see in the comments what you like to bring with you. Maybe you like to bring the same things. Maybe you have something unique that you bring, and I definitely want to bring too. So just let me know. Yeah, I hope to see you next time with a new video.